Hi, kiddos. Happy Thursday. It's your last heavy ELA day for the week. Um, and we are so close to being done. Your papers are so close to being done, and so excited to read them all completed. I've read them, piece by piece, but I'm excited to read them as a whole. You guys have been working so hard and doing such a nice job, and I'm really excited to see that pay off. So today and tomorrow, we're going to be looking at revising and editing. Today, specifically revising, and then on tomorrow, we're going to look at editing, and then I'm also going to have you look at the rubric, and just make sure you have every piece that you need. However, if you've been using my mini lessons and following along and highlighting your stuff as you go, your rubric should be spot on. But those are the two big things we're working on today, or the next couple days, is looking at the rubric, making sure we have everything we need, and then revising and editing. So today I can identify the difference between revise and edit, and today we're really going to focus on revising. So if you guys remember, there's a difference between revising and editing, right? That's two separate things. So when you revise, you use arms. You add, remove, move, and substitute. When you edit, you use cups. You use capitalization, usage, so like your nouns and your verbs, punctuation, and spelling. So we're going to come back to this one, and we're going to focus today on revise. Okay, so we're going to add sentences and words. We're going to show, right, give descriptions. We're going to remove sentences or words that don't make sense, that you don't like or need. We're going to move around things, and we're going to trade in words that are repeated or maybe not as descriptive for other words. Okay. And so the way that we're going to do this today is through something that you have actually used before. You've seen this before. But it's one of these sheets. Argument writers aim towards goals such as. So before we get started on I'm actually going to have us come back here because we have another I can statement. So I can create goals and use very specific strategies to accomplish these goals. So I kind of started listing them out here, right? Because I thought that these were the big ones that I wanted you guys to focus on as you went to go do this today. So you're working on things. I don't know why that's. There we go. Such as hooking the reader, showing your understanding of the topic's context, making a claim, give reasons to support the claim, back the reasons with evidence, and make the writing engaging to a specific audience. So again, these are just a couple of the things that you can use, but those were the big ones that I thought would be useful to you. So if we take a look at our sheet here, right, this is all I just said. So we aim toward, what are our goals? Our goals are to hook the reader, to make a claim, to give reasons, to back the reasons with evidence. These are all things that you've been working on in your writing, right? Acknowledge other perspectives. That was your counterclaim. Refute the counterclaim. Say, no, this is why my claim is better. Move the reader to action. Tell the reader this is what you need to do to make the world a better place, or to stop pollution, or to, whatever your call to action might be. But the big question is, how do we do this, right? How do we do all these things? So when you flip to the back of the page, it says they use techniques such as. So if we look at hooking the reader, right? Say our goal is to hook the reader. Well, how are we going to do that? You're going to pick a technique. Are you going to ask a question? Are you going to give an example? Are you going to bring in an expert opinion or a quote? Are you going to define a key term, right? How are you going to do that? So you use the front of the sheet by choosing a goal, and then you flip to the back and you choose a technique. How are you going to do that? Are you going to incorporate humor? What are you going to do? Okay. So I'm going to post this on Classroom, and I really want you to use this today. But kind of going back to our teaching, your goal for today as you're revising, right? Because this is what we're looking for. We're looking for arms, adding, removing, moving, and substituting. I want you to choose 3 goals that you want to work on. So when you look at these goals up here or going back to this sheet, I want you to choose 3 goals. And it doesn't mean that your paper is missing these things, right? Almost all of you have hooked the reader. You've made a claim. You've backed your reasons with evidence. You've given, right? You've done these things. And that's okay. You don't have to do something new today. But I want you to make sure, I'm going to change this to techniques, sorry. I want you to make sure that you've used some of the techniques on this sheet, that you've asked questions, that you've included a personal story or an anecdote, that you've defined key terms, that you've incorporated comparisons and connections, right? So your goal doesn't have to be new, right? You don't have to choose a new goal thinking like, oh, I haven't hooked the reader. That's what I'm going to do today. You can say, I know I hooked my reader. That's a goal I accomplished. But how did I do it? What technique did I use, right? Identify which technique you used to accomplish your goal. And then I just want to see that in action in your paper. right? I want you to go through your paper and really think about what can I do to make it better? And I think this is a great place to start because this offers really direct strategies, right? This offers really direct examples of what you can do to accomplish these goals. So I'm going to post this on Classroom so that you have revise versus edit. I will post this on Classroom as well so that you have this sheet. But my other thing I wanted to touch on really quickly is a lot of you, most of you did this, you did a really nice job. But your paper at this point should be in final argument paper. Okay? I actually did not want you to turn it in. So if you turn it in, take it back because we're not done with it yet. But I wanted you to copy and paste the paragraphs you've written and put it into one final paper. Okay. So your paper, your introduction, your two body paragraphs, your counterclaim, and your conclusion should all be in this final argument paper. This is the paper I'm going to grade. Does everyone hear that? This is the paper that I'm going to grade. So please make sure that all of your info is in this file. If you're looking for like where things are specifically, I did a little video yesterday that outlines where everything is. It's also in this doc. If you hit teaching day 14, it tells you which task all of your stuff is in. Okay. Okay, I think that's all I have for you today. So a reminder that these are due tomorrow. I actually I might push it to have them due Monday so that we can do a little bit of editing tomorrow. And then you can turn them in when you're done editing tomorrow. So probably on Monday we'd have it turned in. But we'll see. I'll let you guys know tomorrow how that pans out. If you have questions, please let me know. Like I said, in the slides, I will not be around for office hours in the morning. You can email me and I'll reply right away. Wagner will be there face to face, but if you want me face to face, you'll have to wait till the afternoon. But please reach out with questions. You guys are going to rock it. I can't wait to read them.